So you want more eyes on your YouTube videos? In this video, I'll reveal a powerful Pinterest strategy you can implement right now to increase your views. My name is Rakeem Madison. Let's get into the content. Okay, so step number one is all about categorizing your content. And the way that we do that on YouTube, before we jump over to Pinterest, is we have to create playlists. Now, the way that we're gonna create these playlists, you wanna pay very close attention to the things that I'm sharing with you in regards to that, okay? All right, so right here, you can see the name of one of my playlists is called How to Rank Videos on YouTube. So the reason I named my playlist with that title is because that's something that people go to YouTube right now and they're actually searching for. You want to make sure that your playlists are titled in a way that would get you some type of demand, right? That's the goal of doing what I'm trying to show you here. So now what we want to do from here is we want to go over to the channel, and then I'm going to show you an example so you can do this on your channel as well. So if I come right here to where it says playlist, my playlist right here says YouTube Shorts Guide for Beginners, Descript Video Editing Tutorials, How to Promote YouTube Videos, How to Rank Videos on YouTube. So those are all titles that people would search for, right? So we have the benefit on the YouTube side, okay? Now, what you wanna do once you actually get inside is, let me just go into one of these real quick. I'm gonna hit details. Okay, so when you come in here, this is what it looks like, which is what I have for the screenshot, right? But there's more to it. You wanna make sure that you optimize the description that is in alignment with what that keyword is. So notice in this playlist, I'll be sharing a range of tips and strategies for improving the ranking of your YouTube videos. And then it goes into some other things that are all related to that specific topic, okay? So you want to make sure you write your description in there, and then you want to go over here to where it says videos, and then you want to put the relevant videos in here, right? So it's called How to Rank Videos on YouTube. So in order to rank videos, you got to do keyword research, you got to write a good hook, you got to keep people engaged, you got to write a script, and so on, right? So whatever your playlist name is, make sure that the content that you're putting in there is associated with that, and then now we can move on to step number two. Okay, so with step number two, what you want to do is you want to take the title of your playlist, specifically the keyword. So in this case, it was How to Rank Videos on YouTube. And we want to go over to Pinterest, open it up, and we want to put in the search bar that exact keyword. The reason we're doing this, because what we're looking for is auto populations. So when you do this, one of three things is going to happen. When you put in the keyword, it's going to either show you the exact same keyword, or you're going to see how they search for it over on Pinterest, like their specific way, and you definitely want to key in on that one, or you're going to see nothing pop up. It's just going to say looking for ideas you save. If that happens, I recommend you probably want to go ahead and find yourself a different keyword, something that actually has demand over on Pinterest. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so let me show you exactly what I was talking about. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy the keyword, which is gonna be the title for my playlist, and I'm gonna go over to Pinterest real quick. Let me go over there. Okay, so now Pinterest is a search engine, which is why you see a search box here, which is just like YouTube and Google, which means that if you position your stuff right and you follow the things that I'm sharing with you in this video, you're gonna be able to get long-term traffic, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna paste the keyword in. Okay, so now what we're looking for is is it gonna show up as the exact keyword that I was trying to go for over on YouTube? If it doesn't do that, then we're looking for if it has a similar keyword, and that's gonna be how they search for it over on Pinterest. So now pay attention right here. So it says How to Rank Videos on YouTube. That's the one I went for. Now on Pinterest, this is how they search for it. How to rank YouTube videos. So at that point, what I would want to do is I would want to use the way that they search for it on Pinterest, because that's where I want to get more visibility, right? So at this point, I would click on this. And right here, this right here is actually one of my boards, okay? And we're going through this entire process, so you want to stick with me, okay? Okay, so now that means that when people type this on Pinterest, they're going to see my board here. Now, the way that I set my boards up is it's going to take them to multiple pieces of content that I have on here. So then they get into this funnel, and then now they're going to continuously stay around, right? So that's the way that I set it up, and I'm going to show you how to do that too. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to actually move on to step number three, so I can show you exactly how to create a board like that. All right, so step number three is to create a board and a board cover. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine step number four as well, because those two align. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. All right, so this right here is what we call a board cover. That's the red thing right here, right? That's how mine was able to stand out, what I was showing you earlier when we typed in the keyword and it showed up. That's how you make your stuff stand out, because it's not just one pin they're gonna see, it's gonna see multiple pins. All right, so then right here, here are the pins that are inside of it. And so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of go through my workflow and how I created everything. So inside of these boards, there's the title, the description, and the board link that you gotta have. So if I go here to this Google Doc, here's the board title, and I'm gonna actually use this on my Pinterest profile. So boom, we got our board title, YouTube Shorts Guide, Top Insider Secrets Reveal. I got an optimized board description, and then right here, I got the playlist link over from my YouTube channel. And if you're wondering how to get that, you just go over here to your playlist, and then when you get inside, you press these three dots, you hit Get Shareable Link, and it's gonna give you this link right here, all right? Now, playlists and boards are essentially the same thing. The difference is YouTube has playlists and Pinterest has boards, okay? All right, so now, how did I actually create the title? Well, I went to a tool called ChatGPT. I said, give me 5 clickable titles for this keyword, starting with the primary keyword, YouTube Shorts Guide. Okay, and then boom, they gave me a couple of titles I can use. And then what I did is I said, hey, now write me a highly optimized description for Pinterest. Make this description at least 500 characters maximum. Make sure the primary keyword is included at least 5 times and at least 5 sentences. And then you can see here, primary keyword, YouTube Shorts Guide. And then they took care of the description for me. So that saved me a bunch of time. All right, so now I got the assets right over here. And so now we need to go ahead and create the board cover, and you're gonna see how simple that is. So I'm gonna go over here to a tool called Canva, and I'll leave a link down below. It'll be the first link down below in the description. All you gotta do is just click it so you can follow along through this process with me. Okay, so as you can see, I already got my setup here, but I'm gonna walk you through the process. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit create a design. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 800 by 800, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and hit create new design. All right, so what we're looking for it to do is we're looking for it to create a perfect square. So here we go right here. Boom. And when I click on it, you see it gives me this. So I want to go ahead and change the background color. All right, so let's say I want to go ahead and create like a green background. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and click the X on this. Go ahead and bring me back over here. And then from here, what I want to do is I want to add text. All right, so then from here, I'll go ahead and hit add a heading. All right, so now we got our text. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it real simple. I'm just gonna put YouTube Shorts, and I'm gonna go ahead and put guide. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to add an effect to this. So I'm gonna hit effects, and then I'm gonna go down to where it says background right here. Click on that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and change the background to a white color. Okay, so there we go right there. So let's go ahead and move this out of the way, move me back over here. There we go. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stretch this out a little bit so it can look somewhat like what I was creating already. All right, so there we go right there, right? I think that's good size. All right, so let's make this 100. Okay, that's fairly big, and I'm gonna make the font alpha slab 1. Okay, that's a whole lot better. All right, so what I wanna do is I would hit share. I would then move me out of the way again, and then I would go ahead and hit download. Make sure it's a PNG, and then I would hit download here, and then now it's going throughout the download process. I'm gonna go ahead and save it here to the computer here in a minute. All right, there it is right there. I'll hit save. All right, so there's the YouTube Shorts Guide. So now I have that. So now we're gonna move on to actually setting up the board. Okay, so step number 4, we want to write our title, our description, and we need our playlist link. But the good thing is we already took care of that, right? So I'm gonna go over here to the Google Doc, and we got our board title, our description, and our playlist link right there. So now we're gonna go over to Pinterest. You want to go ahead and click on your profile. It's gonna bring you to this page right here. And then what you want to do is you want to scroll down. It says created and saved. You want to click on saved. All right, so now at this point, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and hit the plus, and then we want to hit create board. Okay, so now this is where we want to put the title for our board. So I'm gonna go back here, and I'm gonna change this title up a little bit. So let me go ahead and copy that and then hit Pinterest. We're gonna boom, go like that. I'm just gonna keep it as Insider Secrets Revealed. All right, so I like that, and then I'm gonna hit create. Okay, so now it just went ahead and it created my board. So now I'm inside of my board. You can see how it is, right? Now at this point, we've created the board. Now we need to add the description, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click right here to where it says 3 dots. I'm gonna hit edit board. I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna grab the description that I had it right. And then I'm gonna go to Pinterest, paste my description in like that. And then at this point, we good to go with the description. Now, I can't add my cover until I actually add a pin and associate it with this board. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that here in a few moments. But first, what you wanna do is you wanna go right here to where it says done. All right, give it a few seconds. All right, so now we got our description, we good to go. So now I'm gonna show you how to create a pin. All right, so now we're gonna create a pin and we're gonna associate it with the board that we just created. So that way we can actually get our board cover showing up. So see how these are? That's how we're about to make ours. All right, so this is the information that we're about to apply. So let's go back to Pinterest. Let's go right here to the plus, and then we're gonna hit pin this time. Okay, so now you see we got a photo right here, right? So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna click here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and we're gonna find the cover we created earlier. So this is the cover right here. So we're gonna go here. All right, you see how that pops into place like that? And then right here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here and grab our title. Go ahead and paste our title in there. Go ahead and grab the description. Let's go ahead and copy this, put this in the Pinterest section, boom, just like that. And then this link right here is gonna be the playlist link. Let's go ahead and copy that, make sure that's it. Okay, yeah, that's it. And then we're gonna put that in here. All right, and then the board we're gonna choose is the board that we created. All right, so let's go ahead and click this, and then let's look for that board. Let me move me out of the way real quick. Okay, so the board I just created was this one right here, YouTube Shorts Guide Insider Secrets. So I'm gonna click on that, and so now what I just did is I associated it with the board itself. Okay, so now I'm gonna choose some tags. I'm gonna just put marketing, since that's the closest ones they have. So we got marketing, we got social media. Now, of course, yours are gonna be different. You just want to make sure you find some that are related to what you do. And you can do some additional stuff, but I tend to not bother those things. And then from here, all you got to do, you see we got this set up right here. And then all we're going to do is we're going to hit publish. Okay, so now it just published our stuff. And then what I can do is I can hit view. And then boom, it takes me right over here. And if somebody were to click on this link right here, guess where it's going to take them? Boom, it's gonna go ahead and open up my playlist, and boom, that's how it's gonna look. So now we're gonna move on to the next step where I'll show you how to set up a regular pin, which is gonna be for the individual videos within the playlist. All right, so step number 5 is you need to repeat step number 2 for every individual video inside of the playlist. So the same way that you took the playlist keyword and you went to go verify it over on Pinterest, you need to do that with the individual keyword for the videos inside of the playlist. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So right over here, if I go into my playlist, the video that I'm doing right now is how to turn on monetization on YouTube Shorts. So when I took that keyword and I went to go put it over on Pinterest, nothing populated, right? So I said, okay, what is related to that, but it's not the same thing? Well, it's dealing with YouTube Shorts monetization. So I said, okay, let's go type that over on Pinterest. And when I did that, voila, it showed up. So then I changed my keyword from how to turn on monetization on YouTube Shorts to YouTube Shorts monetization. So that way I can take that keyword and now create a pin. And the process is exactly the same how we just created our board cover and we created the pin inside of it. What we're doing is we're gonna have a title, we're gonna have a description, and then we're also gonna have the link, but the link this time, instead of it being the playlist link, you wanna make it the video link. All right, so let me show you what we just created. Okay, so this is the one we just added, right? And real quick, while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what you do next, right? To make it the actual board cover. Because if I add in any other pins in here, it's gonna start shifting this around and it's not gonna look like these. So what we need to do is we need to click on this pencil, and you see how it says board cover? We need to click on this, and what we need to do is click on this right here, and it should be a button to hit like okay or done. All right, so I'm gonna hit done. Okay, so now if I hit done, now this is officially the board cover. Now it looks a lot better, right? Okay, so now what we need to do, now that we got our board cover, we need to create what this is over here. Okay, so I'm gonna open this up so you can see kind of the idea of what we're going for. Okay, so this right here is my board cover, right? It's a pin inside of the board that I created called How to Rank YouTube Videos. And each of these pins over here, you can see they all match, right? Each of these pins are individual videos, and all I did was step number 5, which is repeat and go see, okay, how does the keywords look over there on Pinterest? Okay, and then you see right here, how to find keywords, how to make a good hook. These are all going to the individual videos themselves, okay? So now, as you can see over here, I got the pin title, the pin description, and the pin link ready, but we got to get the pin ready, which is pretty much what I was just showing you over here, which are these. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to create these inside of Canva. All right, so step number 6. So what we're gonna do is is we're gonna customize the pin for the individual videos now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to create a design, and what you wanna put here is you wanna put 1,000 by 1,500, and then you want to hit create new design. Okay, so I'm gonna click on this, and you're gonna be able to see all of the different designs that I created and how I aligned everything. All right, so I'm gonna go all the way down to the bottom, and here we go right here. So what I did for sake of time is I went ahead and I created it, but I just want to show you from scratch how you would go ahead and do it yourself. Okay, so I'll click on this. So I'll hit add page, and then what I'll do is I'll go to photos over here, and you can see this is the one that I recently used. So for the sake of time, that's the one I'll go with. So I'll click on this, and then what I'll do is I'll rotate it like this so that it fits the vertical flow. All right, so let's just keep rotating it. Boom, there that is. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here to elements, and then I'm gonna go to the, you can go here to shapes and you can get the shape. So I'll go ahead and do this one. All right, I'll make this bigger. Okay, there we go right there. You see how it's kind of looking like what I had. And then I'll hold option since I'm on Mac. I'll move this equally like that. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and change the color to white. We're gonna kind of try to build what I just had. All right, and then from here, I'll go to text. I'll go ahead and add a heading. Okay, now what I'll do from here is I'll move this up, and then I'll turn this into, we'll use Cooper Hewitt, and we'll use Cooper Hewitt bold. All right, so we'll do that one, and then we'll also do a duplicate of that. Let's go ahead and bring this down in the middle. And then for the last one, what I'll do is I'll duplicate it again, but what I'll use is I'll use League Spartan. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, I think the title was How to Turn On. So I'll say How to Turn On. And I think the size for that was like, okay, it was 52. So let's go ahead and set this to 52. Boom, just like that. And then we'll do this. I believe this one was like, okay, that one was 74. So we'll set this one 2 up. And I want to say it was uppercase like that. And then another thing I'll do is I'll add a effect on this one. So I'll click on this. I'll go to effects. I'll add a background so it'll turn it yellow so we can kind of get what we got going here. All right, and then from here, what I'll do is I'll turn this to YouTube Shorts monetization. All right, so we got that, we good. And then what I'll do from there, I'll turn this red, boom, just like that. And then let's go, what did I put up there? I put do this right now. So let's put do this right now, like that. And I'll probably bring it down like this. You can see it's somewhat starting to look like it, right? So you gotta kind of play with it to get it to your liking. And then once you get this, let's just say that you're done here, what you would do is you would hit share. Okay, when you hit share, what it's gonna do, it's gonna allow you to see download right here. And then you want to make sure it's on PNG, and you want to hit download. Now, since I already downloaded it, I'm just going to go ahead and bring me back over here real quick. And then I'm going to go over here to Pinterest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here to this plus. I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And then I'm going to hit pin. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get the one that we just downloaded and we made. And we're going to go ahead and click right here. I'm going to go to my Pinterest folder. Okay, so there's my Pinterest folder, and there's the one I created. And then I'm going to go ahead and double click on that. I'm going to go back to my doc. I'm gonna go ahead and copy the title, bring my title over here like that. We're gonna go ahead and bring my description over here. Drop it in there like that. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab the video link, which is the link to that video. And then we're gonna paste it in here on the link. And then we're gonna choose the board that we want to associate it with. So which one do we want to associate it with? The one we just created. And that's this one right here called YouTube Shorts Guide Insider Secrets. So now we just associated it with that. And then now we're gonna put our tags. So I'm gonna put marketing, since that's the closest one that works. I'm gonna put social media, same. And I think content marketing is on here too. Okay, there we go, content marketing. And then now at this point, what I want to do is I want to hit publish. You definitely want to make sure you review it first, and then you want to go ahead and hit publish. And then from there, all you do is you just go ahead and click on your profile, and then come over here, and then you'll go to saved. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure, just go ahead and refresh your screen, give it a few minutes to kind of pop in there. But once you see it in there like this, you go inside of here and you just see how it's going to look, right? So there's the one we created for the board cover. And then here's the one that I just created.